Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Now what we're going to be doing for today's challenge is some lucky dip racing. Now if you don't know how this works, it's exactly the same as how Failrace does it. He's done a few videos on this and I very much enjoyed them, so I thought it could be good for a video. I'll make sure to leave a link down to one of his videos he's done on this down in the description, make sure to go and watch that. But if you don't know how this works, then here is how it works. Now each one of us is going to get randomly allocated a car using the Kudos Prime website. So for example, we could get allocated a C-Class car. We will then each have to use the auto-upgrade function in the game, which I think pretty much never gets used in the game, to auto-upgrade them to, for example, B-Class. The game obviously will auto-upgrade every car. This could end up with some pretty interesting results. The game may end up building cars pretty well, but on the most part it builds them weirdly, misses out weird things like maybe tyres. It could end up shoving all the power it can into it and no handling parts. And to top it all off, we ended up doing this event in winter, so that added to the chaos somewhat. But without further delay, this is what happened. So, for the first race, we come here to the Ambleside Village circuit. We've all been allocated a D-Class car, and we've had to auto-upgrade them to C-Class, as you can see here. Now, I've been pretty lucky with my choice, I think, or with my allocation, I should say. I've got the BMW 2002 Turbo, but as you can see, we've got someone in a taxi, a Mars Manx, a Bronco, Ford Bronco, and a Pterodyne Gurkha, some of the weirder ones in there. I've got other stuff like a Corvette, Austin Healey, Porsche, and Chevrolet Monte Carlo. So yeah, it should be interesting. The Gurkha isn't going to get off the line very well, I imagine. It's very, very heavy. I don't know exactly how heavy that thing is, but it's very heavy indeed. Already up to, I don't even know what position we're in just now. 7th, I think? Yeah, just ahead of the Bronco and the Gurkha, which has already fallen to last place. So what I haven't realised is I've actually put it on a custom route that I've made. I didn't realise I'd done that, but I guess that'll make it a bit interesting. Basically it's just a twistier version of the normal Ambleside Village circuit, with like added hairpins and this bit added on. So people might not know it as well as I do, but I've not driven it in a long time, so there you go, there's my excuses out the window. I didn't mean to pick the track, okay? Oh, one thing I will say about this car, it's very tail happy. Like, I mean, I was expecting this to be really pretty good, and that Chevy Monte Carlo that's up ahead, the pink one that Louis driving, I was expecting that to be really quite good. But we're down in 6th and 7th, near last place, and Donut, which is in the, he's in the Mars Max, he's up in 1st. He must have got past the taxi somehow. I've just got 2 in 1 corners, they're both understeering up the hill. I don't want to lose the back end here. A bit fast into there. Don't go around the outside of me there, otherwise you'll be deposited into that little cafe, house, whatever it is. Oh god, it's very hectic. We're 3 wide as we come out of that very tight hairpin. It's been a while since I've driven this track, but oh, I've been mugged by Tiger. I might be able to get the cut back on the way out. No, he's going to turn and just block me as I come into this corner. I suppose he wasn't expecting me to make the cut back. Suey's actually up the inside in the green Corvette. That was a bit foolish for me to try and block him. Didn't even realise he was there. Come on, this is not doing as well as I'd hoped. The Gurkha, as expected, is in dead last place. Right now we've got the taxi in 2nd. I'm just going to tell him about Drift Club. Oh, that's going to be a bit stupid going 3 wide into there. Or 3 wide? 2 wide, I can't count apparently. Yeah, it's a very tight chicane, that first corner. The Corvette's not had a good time with a wall. The walls are quite mean around this track. In fact, they're mean anywhere on this game. As Louis tries to go for the cutback, he's going to have to go around the outside on this long corner, though he's going to make it stick, which is a good move. I might be able to get him on the exit of one of these corners here, possibly a slow one if I don't kick the back end out like I've been doing a lot. No, he's going to kind of just park it on the apex. I'm not going to be able to get the cutback. I might be able to send it up the inside here. No, that was stupid. Meanwhile, further up the pack...
Well, you actually have a good cast for this.
I would very much beg to differ on this Bronco.
But
like,
you're doing fine, aren't you?
I have body rolls so bad I'm getting seasickness.
There's just no grip. That's very weird. The Myers is just running away at the front. I suppose that thing's very light. And I don't know exactly how the game's built it. Again, it's not all down to what car we get picked. It is partly down to how the game builds it. And with this, I would have expected it built it pretty decently, but it seems just too tail happy. Come on, I need to get this Chevrolet. He's gone a bit deep into that uphill corner as we're at the top of the village. I'm not going to risk going into a wall there. I feel like we were a bit connected together just at that corner. So he seems to actually be getting away from me a little bit here. Yeah, it just seems a little bit unwieldy to drive, as it's sliding kind of quite a lot. I would like a bit more grip. Maybe wider tyres. I don't know what type of tyres the game has put it on. It could be winter tyres. Obviously, as you can see, we're in winter, as is the case with most events we do in this game. It just seems to be a thing that just happens every time we log on to this to do events. It just happens to be winter, but there you go. But yeah, it might have put winter tyres on it. I'm not sure exactly how grippy they are on tarmac. I wouldn't have assumed they'd be this bad grip-wise on tarmac. But it seems to be like it's having issues.
That Manx is gone. I've just seen it like 3 corners up the track ahead of us.
Yeah, I don't know why the Manx is actually really good at this.
That was a sneaky one.
Yeah, it can go from a long way back. Ah, gearbox! I'm just going to have the grip to make it around the outside.
Come on. Use all the throwability inherent to the Ford Bronco. Let's go.
Starts cutting corners.
That's basically how I've stayed here. I can just. I've got. I've got.
Come
like,
on! Oh, come on! I had a better run here. Ah! You touched me, my run was gone. GG. That was fun.
I've got like full tier off-road tyres on that thing.
I'm getting slowed down by street furniture as we head around the second to last corner. I'm not even going to get done. Louis is going to get done just as we just see him cross the line there. Now, what are the lap times? What are the lap times like for everyone? I got a 1:10. The Mars Manx way off. 1:04.9. That's just... no one can match that.
Got 6 seconds off the pace. Christ.
Oh, you got a dab emo.
So, for the second race, we come here to the Ashbrook Loop Scramble, which is a partly off-road track. Now for this we've banned all-wheel drive vehicles. I've basically just made sure no one got allocated an all-wheel drive car. I've been picked a Nissan Silvia. There's been, once again, some interesting vehicle picks. Now this being winter, the game usually puts winter tyres on your cars. However, one person hasn't got winter tyres on their car, specifically the Plum Bum, who's chosen a Dodge Challenger with quite a large amount of horsepower, does not have winter tyres on his car. You're seeing up there in first, the Challenger that doesn't have any winter tyres has about 500 horsepower in B-Class, which is way too much. The game has just shoved all the power into it that it can and not given it any better tyres. It's just left on its standard tyres, rear-wheel drive, all of that stuff. It's got good straight line speed, so it might be able to actually keep ahead of us unless it crashes or has trouble on this dirt section down the hill. Right, we're keeping up nicely with this Hula Girl hot rod. Might be able to go around the outside of it here, and now he's going to cover off the inside. I might be able to get the cut back on the way out, though. He's off in the snow, getting troubles, getting traction. Alright, come on Sylvia, we can get this Ford Hula Girl. I've got one of them for Forza 7, and it's really quite a fun little car to drive. But I hear in this game it is really quite good, so I'm impressed the Sylvia's keeping up with it. But that Dodge, look at it go! It's just, I'm not sure if anyone's going to even be able to catch that thing. And we were all laughing at him for getting chosen that thing in voice before we did this race. But he seems to just be running way off at the front. You can see he's over 4.5 seconds ahead of me right now. He's on this big stretch up the hill. We're struggling to get over 120 miles an hour here. One thing I will say though, I'm happier with this thing than I was with my BMW. The BMW, I was expecting it to be good, but it just wasn't. It had no grip. This thing has been allocated with snow tyres, so I do have good grip off the road, and pretty decent grip on the road. So I believe the BMW thing had nothing to do with tyres. It could have just been the way it was tuned. I don't know. Kiaki's been chosen another Japanese Nissan. Well, yeah, Japanese Nissan. Nissan is Japanese. Don't mind me. Don't mind my incompetence. But yeah, he has just got round to the Ford Hula Girl, and he might be after chasing me now, as we've got 2 laps to go. But I think the surprise of this race is that Dodge Challenger, because it's over 8 seconds now ahead of me, the next fastest car, and yeah, I mean, I must have this rally course. It's not too technical. There's a long stretch up the hill which really favours the Dodge, and then it's not that bad as it goes down the hill, because you don't really need to slow too much. You don't really need to slow down too much as you come down this hill. If you get a good line, it's pretty much flat out in a good car. So yeah, definitely an unexpected good car there. This thing is lovely to drive though. I mean, I'm taking this all the right lines. It's I mean, absolutely no complaints. It's just a lovely thing to drive, and I'm very, very happy with it. So as we come onto the final lap, I'm hoping that the Dodge is going to crash because I want to get first. But I need to be careful not to let Kiak overtake me as I completely mess up that first corner, kind of jinxing myself there. The Ford having troubles getting stopped, something else in the background as well. He might have me on the straight lines. Again, I'm not sure exactly how the game has built his car in difference to mine, but I suppose we'll see up this hill. The Dodge is slowing down. I assume he's just waiting for us because he wants a good race. I mean, that's fair enough. He was like 9 seconds ahead of us. Kiak is, I think he might try to make a move up the inside here. Yes, he's going for it as he touches me on the way past. Slight contact. He's trying to actually get past the Dodge. 2 in 1 corner. There you go. He gets the run on the dirt. However, the Dodge has the extra power, so it's going to get away from him. On the long stretch. However, there's corners coming up, and I assume it doesn't like them very much. This is the first time we've actually managed to see it take this section, as we take it lovely through there. Absolutely perfect. Kiak goes around the outside in the R31 and makes the move stick. I might be able to make the move stick on the Dodge. He might not have wanted to wait up there because he's having quite a few issues now. But that thing is way better than any of us would have expected. It has way too much power. It doesn't have any snow tyres, so not very good on the on off-road. But apologies as my voice is just dying there. But on the final lap, Kiak done very well. Oh no, the Dodge is going to get me! Oh, I thought I'd done enough to stay ahead of it. It just opened up the taps and it was gone. I mean, his best lap, the Dodge Challenger, unsurprisingly got the best lap at 1:23.2. Mine and Kiak's times were fairly similar. The Ford Roadster not doing too well. The only front-wheel drive car, the Civic 2007, didn't do too well on lap time. Lap times, however, on the bottom pack of the race are actually really quite close. All kind of 1:27s. Seemed to be quite a battle going on back there. But yeah, that was a really quite interesting race. And while the Challenger seemed to be the best car, it didn't quite take the win, as this R31 managed to take it at the end. So for this race we've got some S1 cars and auto-upgraded them to the top of S1. As you can see, we've got a mix of cars. I've been chosen a Lamborghini Aventador. Just next to me we've got Louis, who's in a trophy truck, and also we've got a drift car. Burnout has been allocated the Torque Stallion Mazda RX-7. So yeah, I mean, this thing's all-wheel drive. I believe it's just me and the GTR that they're all-wheel drive cars in this one, so we might do well in this kind of snowy road that I've chosen. Good launch from me, and actually the RSRX rally car, the cam block car, Kiak has been chosen, might do pretty well here as well. It being all-wheel drive. There's the trophy truck. It's lifting up a wheel, as trophy trucks do when they go through corners. Me and Robot Borisu, again, all-wheel drive supercars. We're going to do decently. This has, I believe, about 790 horsepower, 700 and something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I believe it was about 760.
God, guy, why do you have the slow?
As we go hard onto the brakes into this corner here, let's try not to ride the wall around the corner. We've actually got really good brakes in this, kind of unsurprising, it being a Lamborghini and everything. The RS has gone up the inside, let's try and get a cutback on the way out. Lovely. Look at the all-wheel drive helping me there. Unsurprisingly, the 3 all-wheel drive cars in this game, or in this race, are up at the front. That RS is doing really quite well. I can't imagine the drift car is doing too well now. It's down in last place. So yeah, the trophy truck is having some issues back there. Come on, Aventador, we need to catch that GTR, but we are coming under pressure quite a lot from that RS-RX behind. I've just crashed into a wall, as is the GTR. Kiak that's allowed Kiak to catch up. He's going to try and go around the outside in the Ford. He's going to make it stick. Well done to him there. I mean, I was quite hindered into the corner. He might actually get Boris on the way out of the corner now. No, he's not got the straight line speed on either of us. We are superior in the straight line. We are, you know, supercars. He's a rallycross car. However, I believe that is quite quick in a straight line anyway, so not bad. He up both of our inside. He's got straight past me. He's now alongside Boris, who's in the GTR. I might be able to get back up the inside of him as they're battling and slow each other down. No, not quite, but almost not. No, didn't quite manage to make the move stick and get the run. And we've got the run here though, as Boris is slow off the corner. He hit the wall, as is Kiak. Can I get the inside? No, I don't want to make that 3 wide, I really don't, but he made the move stick, Kiak. Right, so this side-by-side as we come through the fast sweeping section of the track. I've missed that checkpoint, haven't I? Yes, I have! Oh, lovely. Oh no, I thought I had a chance at doing rather well there, and now we're down in 7th place. This is a good car as well. You know, I mean, even though it might not have snow tyres, I'm not entirely sure. We've not done too well. Someone else has missed a checkpoint, that one round there. I believe that was Lapper or someone else, I'm not entirely sure. But we're up to 6th either way. That could have been a good battle for first though, between Kiak and Boris and me. Oh well, I guess it's. I mean, I don't want to get beaten by that trophy truck. The trophy truck is still ahead of me. I've got one lap and a bit to try and catch up with Louis that's driving the trophy truck. We've got a new goal. Instead of aiming to get first, we're just aiming to beat Louis, who is doing better than I think we all expected. I don't know. I might have made this race maybe a bit too short. I'm not sure. Maybe one more lap and I would have got him. Let's try our best though, as he's throwing it across the grass, trophy truck style, into the wall. Maybe not quite trophy truck style there, just crashing. But we're just trying our best, knocking down all the fences. Can we get him on the final corner? Come on, Lamborghini. It may not be for first place, but can we get him around the outside? Come on. I've got... No! I had barely... I mean, to be fair, that was a bit of an opportunistic go. I mean, look at that. I've got best lap by about 2 seconds there. I could have easily had first if I'd not... Well, if the driver hadn't been stupid and missed the checkpoint. I had barely enough room on that outside to try and go for the overtake, so that's fair enough. The Torque Stallion doesn't even get finished. Best lap, not that good at all. That was a close finish. Sadly though, we lost to a trophy truck. So, yeah, I reckon we could have easily had first though if we'd not missed that checkpoint.
Right, so would you guys like to see why I didn't want to give this livery designer the patronage? But I kind of, there's something adorably about the way they've run out of space to write. Look at it! They've run out of space to write Chav Machine down the right side.
Wait, so...
Let's see.
Chav Machine, me?
So for the last race, we've come to the Lakehurst Woodland Scramble, which is a partly off-road track once more. So once again, we're just going to have two-wheel drive cars in this one. I've been picked a Aston Martin DBS from the James Bond pack, and we've got actually fairly sensible cars. I can't really pinpoint one that I think is going to do terribly. So yeah, I suppose we'll find out. We've got a few front-wheel drive cars like a Fiesta, an Astra, Citroen DS3 Racing. So yeah, this thing has about 460 brake horsepower. It has stock suspension. I checked, and the only suspension upgrade you could get for this thing was Rally, and the game obviously hasn't put it on there. It's doing pretty well straight line speed wise, as we're up the positions a little bit, but here we go. This is where we're going to start struggling. The Porsche is sideways across the pack. We're going to try and at least get that checkpoint, as it's completely spun around. It just could not get traction as we headed onto the gravel/snow section of the track. It's really not done well there. It's just spinning out. The gears are, yeah, quite long. I'm having issues with that. Kind of figuring out what gear I want to be in. Let's try and go around the outside of the Citroen there, or the DS. Look at the straight line speed of the Aston. We've already caught back up to the 350Z that Lapper's driving, but now we're heading back onto the dirt. So, I suspect I won't be able to do much, especially if I do that. I've bottled it once more. Oh, the fair lady and the DS have had a bit of an accident up here. Let's get past them, unleash the 460 odd horsepower I have in this now. As we come down onto lap number 3, I'm going to get up the inside of the DS into turn 1. Hard on the brakes. He might have better brakes than me and probably get the run out the corner, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sliding, kind of unintentionally blocky on the outside there. Right, we've got to be careful with that DS, because I'm assuming that's probably quite a bit quicker than me on the dirt. I mean, it is a rally car. You know, the DS is a rallycross car technically, but the game hasn't built it to be a rallycross car. It's still front-wheel drive. I'm not sure how much power it has, but I assume it's probably less than this. But that means it's good on the dirt as he comes alongside. He's trying to go around the outside of me, turning it a bit early, but he's still got the move to work. But I might be able to actually get back past him as we come to the last corner on the track. Can I make a dive up the inside? I'm not going to brake that late on the Aston because the brakes, they leave a bit to be desired. Oh, the Fiesta's there. I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry if I squeezed them off the track slightly. So we've got two front-wheel drive cars and a Aston from the 60s battling here. The game, it's built it pretty well, this. Oh god, I don't really have any complaints in the way the game's built it. It's just what we're doing with it. It's not really suited for it. As the DS3 and the Fiesta are going side by side up the hill, I don't really have anywhere to go with my extra horsepower. So I'm just going to have to try and stay back and watch this battle unfold. The DS3 is trying to go around the outside of the Fiesta, might be able to make the move work. I don't know if the Fiesta actually got that checkpoint there. It seemed to be cutting it pretty close on the inside. It seems to have got it, so that was quite lucky. Right, come on, once again. Let the Aston unleash all the power and its straight line speed. And we can easily get past the Citroen, or DS. I'm never sure what to call that thing, I guess just DS. Now we might be able to catch the Fiesta as we head up to the dirt section, up the hill. But even if I do get past it, I don't think I'll be able to hold it off in the dirt section. Because this thing, it's not good in the dirt section. Right, here we go, we've got the DS behind us. I'm going to try and defend from the orange and black training shoe that is the DS3. Yeah, I'm just sideways all the way down the hill. The Fiesta is not, so that's why it's pulling away. I suspect the same as with the DS. Oh, we've not got any traction on the outside on the snow there. The DS might have me up the inside. Let's just try and defend, park it on the apex. I've got not the best run out of there, but I can just stamp on the throttle pedal and I think we're clear of it because it's going to have less power than I do. And, oh no, I've messed up the braking into there. God, just when I thought I'd won it. Although he also seems to have followed me and messed up his braking as well. That was a good little race. My car, sadly, wasn't the best. We got 6th in the end of, 5th in the end of all of that because Louis left, sadly. Not the best lap time at all. 1:19. Fastest lap was actually Donut in the 1:16.0 in the Ford Fiesta. That was just ahead of me. So yeah, sadly, didn't do too well on that one. If I can actually talk. So there you go, that was some lucky dip racing on Forza Horizon 4. Now, I really enjoyed it. As for the cars that I got picked, the BMW 2002 at the start, well, I think that could have been good, or I was expecting that to be good, I should say. It wasn't, because it didn't have winter tyres and it had no grip on the track we were on, especially being winter. The Silvia was really, really good. I got a good position with that as well in the end. The Aventador was absolutely excellent, however the driver kind of unsurprisingly let it down by missing a checkpoint, so that means I couldn't beat a trophy truck. And the Aston Martin could have been good if we were at a tarmac circuit, but we weren't, we're at a partly off-road circuit, so it just didn't really suit that at all. Now, thank you to everyone that showed up to this event. I think it is definitely something I would like to try again, as I think we all enjoyed it. And thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you aren't already to my channel. But until the next video, goodbye.
Just